Hello, you're watching Kel67 Gaming, and there's another one been and gone, which can only mean one thing.
It's another month in games.
So another month in the books.
They're flying by at this rate.
Yeah, Christmas before we know it. But in what little time that we do get, we do play a little bit of
Games
video games and what have you. Although I have to say we've been pretty light the last few months, which
You say that. The
But
games that we've been playing, we've played a lot of. Like,
But
I've
you
been
know what?
completing a ton of games recently and stuff. So
I didn't mind us being light on games if it means that we're getting out and doing things in the real world.
yeah.
That's not a bad thing. I don't want to be a shut-in.
And as I say, plus the games that we are playing, we're playing a decent amount of getting quite far into them and stuff like that. So it kind of evens itself out a bit.
There is that as well. But it is that time for us to do a little video, so we better have done something. The one place that we can always start is with
Games we chose for each other last month.
What did you choose for me?
Well, for you, I chose a game which I personally played through and quite enjoyed, as well as it was from a series which you also quite enjoy, being the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Well, looks like Barrett and Jesse have got themselves into a bit of
A mess.
a mess here. But don't worry, here comes the cavalry. You just see that? Cloud and Tifa, that's my team. Here we go. What the hell's going on here? It's not a team anymore because Tifa's went and got herself captured as well. Everybody's an idiot. Let's see if we can break her free.
You're not doing much damage, are you?
Yeah, there's not a lot happening here. We'll maybe have to think of something else. We'll take these ones out.
Well, Tifa's back with you now, though.
About time. She's lazy, you know.
So I'm guessing you made Tifa your healer then?
Nah. No. Just
So who is your healer then?
don't need one. I'm only on the first game. What do you need a healer for?
Because why not?
Attack. Aye, I thought you were a Celtic fan anyway. You should know this. This is like a mindset. Defending is what other people do. I know that it's handy, like in a battle, having that big gun arm, but it's going to look conspicuous when you go to the supermarket, isn't it?
Yeah, when you go through the metal detectors and stuff.
Aye, how do you get on a plane?
I guess you don't.
There's issues, isn't there?
Yeah.
And after all that, they just run away anyway.
Mm.
What was that about? Anyway, never mind. And I don't know what they were. They weren't on the original, I'll tell you that. So that was me playing about the Final Fantasy remake, and I know you gave me the PS4 version, but I did pull one of your stunts and played it on PS5.
Well, the thing is, the PS4 version, like the case that is mainly just to show the box art.
Okay.
It's the same game, just graphically different. You know what I mean? So
I did play it on PS5.
So what did you think of it first of all?
First of all, it's not a Final Fantasy game.
You say that it kind of is.
It kind of isn't.
Well,
And it's certainly not Final Fantasy VII.
No, it's not. Not
For all-
so we want a one.
For all they say it's a remake, it's totally not.
No,
They
the
take
remade the
so
story.
many liberties with the story. It's like, why didn't they just call it Final Fantasy 16 Cloud Returns, but this time he's not really Cloud? That would have worked.
Because they're making Final Fantasy 16.
Right, we'll call it Final Fantasy 14 and a half, I don't know.
No, because 14 was an online game.
Well, whatever.
Right?
Anyway,
But the combat's actually understandable because I think for a few games now they have went more in this style of combat.
It's God of War, is what this game is.
Call it what you will, but it's
It's-
it's their new combat system for Final Fantasy, right?
It's God of War. It's not a Final Fantasy game. That's not to say that it's not nice to see the characters that you knew from way back when in
4K and stuff.
in proper 4K, looking looking like you always wanted them to look. I'd just like them to kind of be themselves as well.
Mm.
You and like, and you saw the clip there. What's with the black penis monsters? They were never in the original. There was no penis monsters in the original.
You kind of understand why they're there once you finish part 1, right? You understand.
Well,
Because as I say, it's not a story 1-to-1 recreation.
do you know what the stupid thing is? I find myself like quite a lot of the time like shouting at the screen like the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth time you meet Sephiroth and you're screaming, but I haven't met him yet because I'm meeting for the first time in Nibbling. Which obviously isn't part of this game because it's only Midgar this one.
It's finished up with go, yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see how they take it further in the part 2, which is coming out next year in December
Well, we'll see.
or something. So,
But despite the fact that there's like all these really annoying things in the game that are really like scream at the TV and like just throw the controller down and go, "There's no fucking penis monsters in Final Fantasy VII," because I like the characters and what have you. But I'm going to probably play it all the way at the end. We'll see.
just in the worst thing, let's be honest.
But yeah, it's
Is it still an enjoyable game though? If you can look past all the stuff that isn't making it a 1-to-1 remake of Final Fantasy VII, is it enjoyable?
it'd have been a brilliant God of War game. That's all I'm saying. Would have been a brilliant God of War game,
So it's enjoyable mechanics wise.
but it's not a Final Fantasy game
Look,
in the slightest.
it is what it is, okay? Don't ask me, I've done work for Square Enix, right? When I've done this.
I don't know if anyone wants for Square Enix now. You seem to be shite that they're bumming it. They sold Tomb Raider, the IP, so that they could make NFTs of bloody shit emojis. There's something very wrong with Square at the minute. But anyway, I probably will play the rest of it, but it's not a Final Fantasy game. It wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, well.
So what did I ask you to play?
For me, you asked me to go on a game that was on the GameCube as well.
You don't play GameCube.
I
at
don't
all.
play GameCube.
You don't play GameCube at all, actually.
No. Because I don't like the controller, really.
Oh, controversial.
Could care less, right?
That's a controversial opinion.
Care less.
GameCube controller shit.
Could care less, I don't like it. And also the fact that GameCube is obviously a Nintendo console, so Nintendo tax means we don't have tons of games for it either.
That's true as well, aye.
So, can't really play a ton of GameCube when you don't have tons of games for it, can you?
Aye, but you don't play any.
No, but because I played the 1 and 2 remakes on PS5, you asked me to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. So here we are. This is one of the bonus levels as well.
This is the one of Matt Hoffman's
BMX2.
BMXy thing.
Yeah, the one which was also on the GameCube, I believe.
Well, it's actually funny enough. I saw it the other day when we were in CEX, the Matt Hoffman game. Nearly picked it up. We haven't had any pickups for a while, have we?
No, mainly because we've been trying to complete the games that we've already got.
There is that, aye.
But
And of course, there's Christmas coming up as well.
yeah. I'm jumping a bit too far here to get on these rails.
Yeah.
I don't know what on earth happened there.
You went in the water.
Yeah,
I know exactly what happened there.
but with this,
You binned it.
but with this level, you have to be able to do more street skating than vert skating. You know what I mean? To build up your combo, because there's not many actual like vert ramps and everything.
There's always a nice little vert bit on every level, on every Tony Hawk's.
Yeah, but not many in this one. So you can't.
Not as many, but they're still there. You bend that one as well, didn't you?
I'm just trying to build up this solid combo, but I just can't seem to get into the rhythm of manuals and everything like that.
So I can see.
But no. And to be fair, I have also finished this game though as well.
Aye, you did. You bend it again. You
I
did.
think as far as on that jump.
I know that you played an awful lot of the remake Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
Yeah.
How did you find this one compared to it? I mean, obviously,
It was insane.
graphically it's not.
It's not the worst. It's not the best graphically, but the way that it plays out is different. Now, I technically completed this game.
Wait a minute. See, when you use the word technically,
I
that sounds like you didn't really.
I did, because I played through all the maps, which you don't have to buy, right? And I completed all 16 of the challenges which you get just for playing it. However, they add an additional 5 missions once you complete your pro challenge, and there's still a level which you have to buy from the shop, which I haven't got.
So what you're saying is you didn't.
I've completed the start of the main series.
Yeah, you've completed
And I've
the
done-
start of the game.
I've completed
Right.
the mandatory stuff.
Okay.
I've completed the mandatory stuff. Now it's the optional stuff.
Actually, you did put a good amount of time
Yeah,
in it.
I completed the
Um,
mandatory stuff. Now I need to do the optional stuff when I go back to it at some point.
But
But
having come at this from
The 1 and 2 remake.
the remakes, how would you find it? I mean, obviously graphically it's a bit of a downgrade, but
I could care less about the graphics on it because it's Tony Hawk's. It's meant to be for quick bits of fun as well.
Yeah.
So the graphics were never a major part of it in a way. You know what I mean? It was just
well,
can you have
they
fun?
kind of were. I mean, back in the day, they were good graphics.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's not graphics aren't the main focus of it. It's is it fun? That's the main part.
And is
of
it fun?
And it is.
There you go then.
But no, I played it through, got the mandatory challenges done, maxed out the stuff. The only problem with it is, I don't know if it's a GameCube thing, you can't complete multiple skate careers.
I noticed when you were playing that this happened as well, and I think it is a GameCube thing because I seem to remember playing the early Pro Skater games on PlayStation. That's where I played them first, and just because you completed them with one character didn't mean that it completed on every career. I think that is a GameCube. I mean, if anyone knows any different, obviously there's a comment section down the bottom. Just let us know. But I think that's a GameCube thing.
Because I played through as BAM, and then I'm thinking, right, obviously there's more stuff that I need to do and everything. I can go through as like the different scales, like as Tony and everyone. But the stat points were counting over, just being put in a random stat. Maxed out the stats on BAM, everyone was maxed out. Even the optional characters, because I did get Eddie. And when I tried going on a different scale, all the challenges I'd done were completed. You don't have to do the pro challenge for them scales to get the extra challenges either. You can just play them. So, I don't know, but it was still fun for my time playing it, and I think I'll probably continue to try and get the optional challenges and the other skaters and levels.
Yeah, that seems like a thing to do.
Yeah, especially since you can play in just in short bursts as well.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that is it. And speaking of short bursts, there was another game that I played that I played it in short bursts. From a series that I really like, but it's not a game that I've played before. I played Dragon Quest Heroes.
I love Dragon Quest.
First thing I always say
but
that
this isn't
Yeah.
a Dragon Quest game.
Yeah, it's not a
Well,
turn-based
it is-
RPG.
It is a Dragon Quest game, but it's not a proper Dragon Quest
It's
game.
not a turn-based RPG.
If you ever look at it, you can see you've got the map there on top right. You've got swinging wildly hack and slash. It's Dynasty Warriors. It's Hyrule Warriors, and it is actually made by Koei Tecmo. So it's
So it's
Why
not.
have they stopped making Dynasty Warriors games? Because you would have thought that they'd built a franchise there that they could just go for. But it seems like they've gone Hyrule Warriors and now Dragon Quest Heroes. It's like they don't trust their own IP.
They do make them from time to time, I believe. Not as much as they used to.
So you see there, just took out the Mawkeeper. The Mawkeeper controls the portal that the monsters are coming in from. So you've got to take that out, and then we'll just have a little hunt round and see who else is knocking about that we might want to. Looking at the map, there's quite a lot coming in from one side there.
Yeah, you might want to go take them out.
They're all after, because I've got my power generator there that I want to keep, and they want to get rid of. And where does he think he's going? Let's just take him out. So if we get through this and take some of these out, there might be another gate at the end, although I don't see it on the map. Of course, it's a golem. And not like little tiny weakling thing like on Lord of the Rings. Big massive thing.
Yeah, because I think Gone from Lord of the Rings would have been a lot easier to take out,
Aye.
I think.
But you can see there I've managed to stun it, so just get in there and get that Tane out as well.
So this isn't a Dragon Quest game.
No, it's a Dynasty Warriors game.
It's a Dynasty Warriors game.
Set in the Dragon Quest universe.
Actually, do you know what it is? I know I said that Final Fantasy VII Remake was God of War. Do you know what is Dragon Quest Heroes? It's a hack and slash, button mashy, leave your brain at the door game.
Set in a universe
Aye.
of a different game.
Aye.
So would you class Final Fantasy VII Remake as a hack and slashy thing? You lose your brain in the Final Fantasy VII universe.
It's not quite as in depth with the battle mechanic as Dragon Quest Heroes, because Dragon Quest Heroes is a proper Dynasty Warriors game where
Made by.
there's like, well, it is Koei Tecmo, but there's like there's the whole battlefield and you have to get all your different objectives, whereas Final Fantasy VII Remake's like a hack and slash
Story.
Dynasty Warriors game where you only have like 3 or 4 enemies at a time and you take them out easily, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you take a lot of enemies out easily in all the Dynasty Warriors games,
Because
and
they don't have as much health.
and this one is no different. I mean, you can take out waves and waves. You probably noticed in the gameplay there, I think Aurora got up to about 200 kills.
Yeah, because they typically come out, and they
Aye,
don't
you
have
just-
as much HP as well as your attacks have quite a large range
Take
of
them
damage.
out. But I mean, you've still got enough of Dragon Quest there that keeps you going. You know, you've got the Toriyama character design, which
Yeah, you got
for me is the best character design in gaming, bar none. By the way, I know that is very cartoonish. It's not even anime; it's cartoonish.
no.
But I just love his character designs. And like I said, out of the game, everyone knows what Dynasty Warriors is, or if they don't, if you know they're like Nintendo snobs, they know what
Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors is. So you know what you're getting with the gameplay.
The thing is, the gameplay itself is used in so many different games. I think people will see it from different games, but
Probably.
it all goes back to Dynasty Warriors.
Of course it does.
So
So you know what you're getting. It's a great game. It's just gone on PS Plus as well while I played it.
yeah, a lot of the Dragon Quest games have like
There's quite a few.
the
dropped off.
builders, the heroes, and 11.
So I gave it a go. It's a game that I always wanted to play because I love the Dragon Quest game. Like I say, I love the Toriyama character design. It's mindless fun. I don't play it for huge. Like if I'm playing Dragon Quest 11, I will play that for like
Hours.
7-8 hours in a stint.
Because it's an
Like,
RPG.
This I play in short bursts, so it'll be half an hour here, half an hour there. But you know what it is? It's quite a nice little time filler.
Yeah.
So what else he plays?
I've actually only played one other game, but it is another one which I've completed. This one being Cyberpunk 2077. So here we are.
Aye. Buggy mess?
No, not as much as it was originally. To be honest,
Not as much means still yes.
here and there, mainly visuals. But apart from that,
But for a game like this, you kind of need the visuals to hold up because you need to keep your immersion, don't you?
in a way, the thing is with this game, you can obviously play it in different ways and such, with different builds and all that of your character, through your cyberware and that. But there's actually not as many boss fights as I thought would actually be in the game then.
No, it's not a boss fight game. It's not a Souls game. It's an RPG, isn't it?
Yes, but you'd think that there'd be more bosses in an RPG.
Not necessarily.
But
As long as you've got a final boss, that's all. Oh, you're hitting them with a bit of dental floss there.
with a monowire, which is surprisingly my most powerful weapon.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And do you get all the debris out from between their teeth with that?
I'll be honest, it best be my most powerful weapon after the amount of money that I spent on it, because you have to save up 35,000 and get 40.
You do know
level
that once you've
45
cleaned your
street
teeth,
cred.
you throw it away and you get a new one.
Comes from the arm, so instantly replenishes itself, right? But no, and due to my choices for this mission, I do actually have someone helping me as much as just doing not a lot.
I
be
can't
honest.
see anyone helping you. I have to say, generic evil person name, Adam Smasher. Really?
Yeah, look, it is what it is.
I mean that's like that's right up there with Bobby Evil, isn't it?
Look, it is what it is, okay? But the worst part is he just runs away after so much damage.
All right, okay. You don't even get.
So then, the game that destroyed CD Projekt Red's reputation.
You say that, it is literally risen in popularity astronomically.
Oh yeah, this is a game that was completely broken at launch. Apparently it runs quite smoothly on PC, PS5 and Series X.
And X
Apparently-
probably.
Not so much on S, because S hasn't got the processor for it.
Yeah, well, I didn't play it on either, any of them. I actually played it on Xbox One S.
I know you did, so you didn't get the seamless experience.
No, but I still got a good experience with it and actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a bit short, like if you're just focusing on main storyline, but there's a lot of side quests to keep you going along, and it's actually just a really well played game in a way.
Have they fixed that thing from Witcher 3? Because Witcher 3, I can totally see why everyone loved it. But see, the character movement, it was too quick, too jerky, it didn't feel right. Do you know what I mean?
No, I think it's fine. I can't really fully compare because I haven't played The Witcher 3.
If you're not, oh,
No, I haven't played. I think I probably tried Witcher 2, but never 3. So I can't really compare it in that sense.
I wanted to love Witcher 3, but the character movement was jerky, it was too
No,
quick,
I
just
found it
didn't
quite
feel
good.
right.
And just the fact that I quite like the fact that you can choose what you do as well. It's not a linear experience at all. It is an open world type of game.
No, aye.
I also like the fact that your choices matter in the game.
Do they though?
Yes, they do actually. And it's the thing is,
But do they matter on like a superficial level, or does it really
oh, they come
baked
back
into
at
the
the end.
gameplay?
It actually affects the ending that you get.
But that can still be superficial. I mean, like little things like if you kill an NPC early on, does it mean that you can't do a mission
Yes.
later in the game?
Literally, one of the first missions is you go and you have to try and rescue one of the characters who you got like your first job with, and you have to go to a dog and you can kill them in dialogue and like in a short little in-game cutscene. And if you do that, don't get any missions, don't get any parts like cyberware for you. But if you spare them, you do. So it's like one of those things where your choices do matter, and some of the side quests and that like go to the end mission and everything, like you can extend your choices depending on how much of the game you've actually done. So if you rush through it, you might not get the ending you want. So it kind of, your choices do matter in ways, some do, some don't. And also the fact with your character creation as well, you get to choose the background of your character, which gives you even more options for dialogue and choices that you can make for your character. So it's actually quite a good game.
And you've gone all the way through it.
Yep, completed it.
So you need another game for this month.
Yeah.
You've never played Witcher 3, have you? Says he thinking about what he might get you to play this month.
I don't want to mess it up with RPG, I'll be honest with you. Time consuming. Took me 30 hours plus to get through Cyberpunk.
That's short. For
Yeah,
an RPG.
Because it's an open world shooting RPG.
No.
It's a mixture of things. And no, it's really good. And I think the reason why it's surged back in popularity is obviously because of the anime which got released for it. So
Is it not just because they fixed it?
no.
Kind of. They haven't fixed it, right?
No, they have fixed most of it. There's still little things here and there, but the main reason is because of the anime that got released for it.
No.
And I like the fact that they've added stuff to do with the anime that you can just find going in.
I think they had to do something with it because they made such a hash of the launch.
Yeah.
But if it's a better game now, I mean, from what I understand, it's a better game.
It is a better game. I think probably the best way to play it would be on PC, to be perfectly honest. Because obviously you've got the smoother performance on top of mod support as well.
No,
So
maybe that's the way to go. So I played one more game. God, we didn't play many this month, did we?
yeah, but I played mine for a good amount of time.
I did play another PS5 game. Oh,
You've went all out on the PS5
I did
this
kind of
month.
went all out of PS5 this month. And I played, I don't know, has it got a number on it? I can't remember if it's got a number on it or not. But it's the latest Monster Energy AMA Supercross game. You see me waiting to start. I do like a racing game. Quite often play one. This one's, I don't know.
Not a typical one that you play.
It's different. But it's all right fun. And it's like obviously going over the jump. It's not just about getting the right line. I mean, there's several lines through here, obviously, but it's more about the speed, because what you don't want to do is what I've done there. You don't want to land on the start of a ramp. You want to land on the down bit of a ramp. So you just go around that one, because I knew I didn't have the speed. I don't know how quick I need to go over here. Obviously not quite that quick. Might have overcooked that one a little bit. See if we can go around the outside. Oops, that didn't go well. Anywho.
You've been defeated by a better foe.
That lie. That was a particularly big bit of foam though. Oh, just clipped the top of that one here. But hopefully we can muck that one up as well. And it's weird because once you get out the rhythm of it, you can see how I'm hitting the top of every bloody ramp. And it slows you down. You can't get the quick lap times.
Yeah, it is what
But I think I'm still doing all right. I mean, I'm in first anyway. See, that was better. That's how we take it. Right.
Let's hope you don't go too far this time.
Nah, I was ready this time.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. Well, you've had to see, that was beautiful. That as well. The way landing just on the down of the thing there. Oh, that wouldn't go so good then. Luckily, I've got a bit of a lead. And we'll just carry on. Quite a nice little rhythm there again. And if you just keep on. So I think anyone who's watched any of these monthly videos that we put out will know that I do quite like to have a racing game to play.
I think you're more than like. I think you love a racing game each month.
Yeah, I do. Because again, it's short burst gaming and it's...
Yeah, I think that's kind of your thing now, isn't it?
Okay,
Short
well, it
burst
kinda is.
gaming. It used to be long RPGs, now it's short
I
burst
don't
games.
have
Not as much time. Yeah.
hours and hours to play. So short burst gaming works for me, and racing games really has my sweet spot. This is different though, because usually I play cars.
You're playing dirt bikes.
And usually, and I've got into quite playing arcadey. This is simulation, but it's not. Actually, no. Is it simulation? It's supposed to be a simulation.
It's a mixture.
Dirt bike game, but it's not quite as unforgiving as some of the bike games where if you try to turn any corner at all, you just come off the bike. You'll have noticed I did come off the bike.
Yeah,
a
it's
couple
not
of times.
MotoGP, so
Aye.
it's a mixture between arcade and simulation, I'd say.
But it's good fun, and it's actually not even. It's a weird game to play because it's not so much about the racing line, it's about the speed that you take
Each jump
at different points of the track, because it's about getting that perfect landing on the down ramps when you.
to get more speed and
Yeah,
everything.
I can't really explain a bit, but obviously you've just watched the gameplay, so you know what it's all about. And it gives you a different way of thinking about racing games. You know, you're not just trying to clip apexes. Sometimes you go out way out wide to take some speed off.
Yes, that you don't take the jump as far.
Exactly. So you have to think about all these things. And there's all the upgrading the bike, there's the upgrading your equipment and all the rest of it. I really have enjoyed what I played of it so far. I haven't completed the full career, so I'm moving up the ranks. We'll see where we'll go.
So it might make an appearance next month.
I don't know if I'll make an appearance next month, but I'll certainly play some more of it. But yeah, that was a game that I've really, really liked my time with. A racing game that sometimes you have to go slow on the straights. Weird concept, but there you go.
It's not weird when you play it, I'm guessing, though.
No, you get used
It
to
comes naturally after a little bit.
So then, that's everything that we've played this month. Which means we're at the part of the video where we start thinking about what we're going to give for each other to play next month. I'm guessing that you've had a little think about this.
A little one.
Who do you want to go first?
I'll give you your game first. Change up a little bit. For you, I've chosen a game on PS5, so
Not changing it up at all.
bit of your familiar bit now, isn't it? And for you, I've chosen Rift Breaker.
Do you know what? I remember.
A game we've had for a little while.
I remember picking this game up and I really wanted to play it, and I just never got round to it. So actually that'll be pretty good.
As you can see, still in the wrapper as well. So
yeah, I'll definitely look forward to getting some time with that, because like I say, I did pick up with the full intent of playing it. Great minds must think alike, because the game I've picked for you is also sealed.
is it?
Mm-hmm. And it's on the PS4. I want you to play Arslan, the Warriors of Legend. This is a Koei Tecmo game, so I'm guessing this is Dynasty Warriors type thing. But
You're trying to get me into it now, are you?
yeah, it's got that anime style that you like, so I'm
Yeah.
guessing that you're going to get pretty into that.
Probably. Do quite like anime.
We've had that for a while and it's still got the seal on it. So
Yeah.
the seal needs to be broken and the game needs to be played, because games should always be played.
Yeah, unless they're absolutely horrendous, like some games have been.
But you don't know they're horrendous until you've played them. Games need to be played.
But you'll tell me that WWE 2K20 or whatever it was not a horrendous game.
No one knew that until they played it.
But it's a horrendous game, so you can't say.
But that's it. That's everything that we played this
Yeah.
month. That's a little bit of what we're going to do over the next month. I don't know how much time we've got, because like I say,
It's coming
Well,
up to Christmas.
Christmas is coming quick and fast at us. So,
especially if it comes as quick as this entire year's gone by.
well, yeah, there is that too. But that's it for this time. So if you haven't already,
Give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when we upload, and we will see you in the next video.